Hi, I'm Jamie Ruby from Sci-Fivision. Thanks for talking to me, everybody. Leah, it's nice to see you again.
Hey, thanks for coming.
It's been a minute. So
Thank
what
you.
was it? I got to say, I love the show. I stayed up last night and watched them all. The eight they said. I definitely
Yay!
didn't get a lot of sleep, but I did get to see what they said. So, can you each talk about what was it for you that drew you to the part that made you think you had to do it? What was your favorite part? We'll just go Mariel, then Aliyah, then Jon.
For me, it was that duplicity with Elena, not knowing what her motivation was and why she was being deceitful, and kind of what this grift was. Why was she, in a sense, conning this family? That was really interesting to me because I love to play someone who is complicated like that.
I think, I mean, I'm sure we can all agree, as actors, we see a lot of material. Lots of scripts come across our desk, aka our email. And I feel like if you come across a script where you actually want to know what happens, then you should probably do it. And
Hmm.
I think just being so curious about the storyline and I don't know, looking at it from the eyes of a fan or the audience, and I felt just encapsulated by the story, and I just knew that I wanted to be a part of it because then I'd have all the answers. And until I found out that working on the show, getting things script by script, I couldn't know what was going to happen, and that was a lot of fun.
Right, Jon?
Yeah, I think similar, like she said, we base our decision pretty much off of one episode, the pilot episode. And when I read it, I was curious to see what happened, where it went, and it was pretty ambiguous about what genre we were working in and who was doing what and for what reason and why. So, curiosity. And it seemed, something different from things I'd done in the past. So, like, let's go.
Right. Does it, and for whoever wants to answer, does it make it harder not knowing ahead, though, kind of having to make some of it up, I guess, as you go along? Or do you not really, as an actor, it doesn't really matter one way or another, other than you want to know?
I don't know.
Uh,
I think at least in my case, it tends just to be the way that we normally work in TV. I haven't really done movies where you kind of have the whole project and the beginning, middle, and end. So we would always like to have more information, but it always kind of works out that way that, it's constantly evolving.
I think for me, sometimes it helps. I think if you do have the answers for some of the things subconsciously, maybe you play things differently because you know how it will end up versus if you go in plain, blind, then perhaps you're able to really approach it from a place that your character does, in the same way.
Makes
I
sense.
think if you know enough about your character and where they're going, then everything else that comes into play is a surprise.
I wanted to ask the two girls here about your costumes. You get to dress up for the gala. That's got to be a lot of fun. What was that like? And you probably didn't get to keep it, but it would have been nice, I'm sure.
oh yeah, that would have been great. The second I knew we were doing an episode that had a gala that was like 1920s type themed, I immediately went to hair and makeup. I said, "What are we doing? What are we doing, Deb? What are we doing, Aaron?" Because Ginny has to be cute about it. It was such a collaborative effort, and it was so much fun. I love that Ginny's in white. I think I don't know. I think she just looks amazing in like $1,000,000. And there's a line that's like that I improved when I walk in, where I say like, "Oh, this is the life I was always supposed to live." And I just loved channeling that whole episode. I love the hair. I love the makeup. There's like a heart stamped on my cheek. I loved everything about the gala episode.
What about you?
It was so fun. I remember when we have that scene where we walk into the party and we actually got to play whatever music we wanted, and we just walked into Bia's Whole Lot of Money and we just owned it. We were like, yes, this is us. It was so fun anytime you get to play dress up, and also, getting to put on a disguise, and it was so fun to work with costume and makeup and hair and everyone. um and then to have fun, you get this like eyes wide shut moment, and that was really special. Except for our masks, which were, there was a moment we had to like put it on and walk up the stairs, remember?
Oh my God, I
And the
couldn't
next-
actually tie
And
mine.
we couldn't do it. We had to like
Oh my
tie it like in one sleek move, and it was not working. It was not hot. Not
Well, you
cute.
didn't notice anyway. So
Good.
now, Jon, you obviously don't wear a dress, but you do have, I mean, sort of a uniform. I mean, you're dressed as a FBI agent. How much does that kind of, inform the decisions you make?
I mean, it definitely makes me feel different as a person. I'm not used to wearing suits very often, so pretty much my entire wardrobe was wearing suits, and that didn't necessarily fit that well, more kind of off the rack. So it's definitely different, and like everything, playing dress up, I'm sure, wearing different shoes, wearing a different outfit, it just, you carry yourself different.
Now, for each of you, what was your favorite part of that building? Because there's so many crazy places, beautiful places. Do you have like a favorite part of the set of the building?
Oh, yes, I do. The secret room. There was a moment when we were filming that we no longer had access to the secret room, like as people, and I think I almost cried. I took so many videos of that room. I loved it. I loved every detail of it. They would have to like come in and like hand blow like the dust and all the cobwebs, and it was just so intricate and so incredibly detailed that I really, really loved. I felt like I was in the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. It was incredible.
What about you, Aliyah?
That's divine. That's so sweet.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say the Greyborn lobby. I love the lobby so much. It just the marble look of it. I love the way that they decorated it.
Mhm.
Going back in time. I love everything about that lobby. I think it's the heart of the building.
Mhm.
And the only part of that building that has seen more than the secret room or the lobby is probably the elevator. I can't imagine what secrets were whispered in the elevator right before those doors opened. Because that elevator had its own mind on set. It did what it wanted to do.
Yes, it did. It really did.
Jon, what was yours?
I didn't get to have as many scenes in the Graveborn as they did. The secret room was really cool, so I agree with her. Although by the time that my character gets exposed to it, it's kind of in a different form, I guess we can say.
True.
So I didn't get to experience in its full glory.
Very true. All right. Well, thank you, all of you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I really liked it. I'm excited to see the rest of it, which hopefully they will send us soon.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you so
for
much.
watching it.
Thanks. Have a good evening.
Too.
You too.